Mycareer. What's up, guys? Virtue 954 signing in here. Today we got another video for you. This is basically explaining how you can get 500,000 Mypoints in a single half of basketball on Mycareer in NBA 2K19, and a way you can get 100,000 Mypoints in a complete game of Mycareer. And yeah, this is how you do it with the Pure Stretch 4 build. This build will also work for Pure Sharps. And basically what you want to do is, of course, the point of your build, if you're a Pure Sharp or a Pure Stretch, is to shoot. So what you want to do, you want to get up as many shots as you can within the period of a half, because nobody wants to sit here and play Mycareer all day. I mean, I know me personally, I'd much rather play Park or Pro-Am or just Jordan Rec or anything that's not Mycareer. It gets really repetitive. So to shorten the games up, I feel this is a good strategy. Yeah, so just pull as many shots as you can in the first and the second. Try to get up as many points as you can. The goal early is to get your team takeover as early as possible, and you'll see why. Okay, now that we have our team takeover, what I'm going to do is, typically I activate it right away. This time around I chose to actually wait until I got on offense, because I feel, I don't know, just that one extra possession does help, and you're going to mainly be using it on the offensive side either way. So I'm going to activate it here, even though it does play a big part defensively, and you'll see why coming up. And I'm a 95 overall, pure stretch. At that point, once you got your takeover, you're just pulling. You can pull from almost anywhere. It's cash. And here's why it's important on defense. So it's important that you have the team takeover on defense. Typically because you want to take the computer off of the defender. You want the computer to let the defender shoot. Now, I'm not doing a good job of that on this play, but you'll see we'll do a better job eventually. And that's because you want to get the most that you can out of your takeover. You don't want it to go to waste. You want to get as much out of this as you possibly can. So if you have to let them score a little bit, that's what you got to do. Sometimes if you can get a chance to contest when they go up for the shot, that's great. But like I said, you want to get up as many shots as you can as quickly as possible. And you guys see how the game's going. It's going pretty quick, pretty back and forth. Yeah, basically they're throwing alleys. We're kind of giving them the lane, and then we're running over, and we're pulling the three. Just pulling it back to back. We're already up 14 points, 8 threes in the first quarter. Yeah, this typically works. So when since you're shooting threes, you'll definitely be up at half. Even if you're not playing the most phenomenal defense, you'll be up at half because you're shooting threes, and if you're giving the computer the lane, they're typically going to take it. That's just how it is. That's how the game's set up. That's how they play. So you're taking advantage of that a little bit. But yeah, so you'll give them the lane, or you'll give them whatever they want, and then you run down. And like I said, if you have a pure stretch or a pure sharp, when you have your takeover, there's a very high chance that you're going to hit the three. And like I said, we're already up by more than 12. By the time halftime comes, we'll be able to sim out and get these things done rather quickly, so you can level up and get to a higher overall quicker. And yeah, so we skipped a little bit ahead to the second quarter. But you guys see what's going on. Basically, same thing as the first. We get our takeover. We continue to shoot the threes. We continue to pull. Like I said, get up as many shots as we can. Score as many points as possible. And this is really an easy way to do it. Versus the Rockets, also you're playing a decent team. You might get some teammate strength that'll help us out a little bit in getting my points. And yeah, we just kind of ball hogging a little bit. Come down, grab the ball, pull the three. And it seems that we're hitting everything. One thing I did notice, it does seem like they cap you a little bit when you play the full game. So that's why we're going to play the half. We're going to play half, and overall, when you add up to get a full game, you should be getting 100,000 Mypoints or more, rather than sitting there playing the entire one. Because it seems like they cap your experience. Because I've simmed out at halves and gotten 50,000 to 60,000 Mypoints. But when I play the entire game, it seems like I'm at max. I'm getting 74, 75 Mypoints. That's not what you want to do for almost an hour of playing the game. You want to maximize your time, because when you get to the higher overalls and the higher levels, like 96, 97, 98, you're gonna have to play a bunch of these a day. I'm at 95 overall with my pure stretch, and 50,000 points only gets me up 1%. So I could literally play a whole season and not get to the next overall. So you gotta knock these things out. Yeah, and like I said, we're gonna rack the score up pretty rapidly. At halftime, it's gonna be pretty crazy. But yeah, don't mind that. Just continue to play. Just go fast. Try to work the computer. Give them the easy shots a lot of the time. If you can't contest, like I said, do your best. But the point here is to get as much of my points as quickly as possible. And with the stretch, like I said, this is the most efficient way to do it. Just give them that. Alright, so at this point we're coming up to the half. After this, like I said, you want to sim out of the game. Probably your best thing to do. Go ahead and sim out with VC, so you're still getting VC from the game as well. And we of course win the game. We were up by so much by the time I left. And as you can see shortly, yeah, you're gonna see the Mypoints that we get for that one. honestly, we've had better games. But yeah, we're still gonna get to the point. We're still gonna get the my points that we need. Like I said, I strive for at least 50,000 every half, and you very well could get this every time if you just do the tips that I gave you today. Yeah, but we just barely scraped the 50,000. Like I said, we can do a lot better than that. We've gotten upwards to 60. This technique really works. Thanks for watching, guys.